Welcome back, my YouTube friends and family, or if you're new here, welcome. This is Lindsay, and I am back with more daily work from home job leads for you. As always, if you need links to get to the jobs Glassdoor pages or timestamps for the video, that can all be found in the YouTube description box below the video. Today's video is going to be geared towards those of you who want to work from home, or maybe you want to even break into a new field like healthcare, but you don't have that general healthcare experience or general other experience that is needed by most work from home jobs to qualify. Because we have jobs that require very little experience, like 6 months or less, or even like to break into the healthcare field. We have a healthcare job that is only requiring customer service type experience and no actual healthcare experience, even though the job is not customer service based. We even have a job that requires absolutely no experience whatsoever. I do want to note though, with jobs that require very little or no experience, they are spending a lot of their time and resources to train you. So just know they pay lower on the scale, but it is something to get you started. You can work from home, and then these jobs actually get you the experience you need to then put on your resume to move on to bigger, better paying jobs. We have quite a few data type jobs. One is in the healthcare field, doing with like radiology imaging, entering data into the system. So we are going to dive all in. Most of these or all of these do not require any kind of college degree. And first up, we have the company ExamWorks. Now, ExamWorks has 420 reviews on Glassdoor from past and current employees with an overall rating of 3.0 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a data entry associate. Now, this data entry is going to be in the healthcare space. They're really looking for somebody who does have a little bit of experience with medical bills records, or at least you know medical terminology. It's not required though, it is preferred. Other than that, they are just looking for a minimum of 6 months of some kind of related experience or combination of education and experience. So like being able to use a computer, data entry type work, administrative office type work, but they are just looking for somebody to prepare their source documents to be entered into their system. So you're going to review in the documents and data, making sure there's no errors in it. And if there are, you're going to resolve these errors by using their standard procedures, returning the incomplete documents to your team lead so that they can get completed. You are basically reviewing the data entered into the system against the original document. So you might use like a split screen or 2 computer screens. You're reading off one document and looking in the computer system to make sure that the information has been entered and matches correctly. So maybe somebody's name is spelled correctly, dates of birth are correct. So you are just making sure that everything is entered correctly and just double checking it. Of course, following HIPAA guidelines, because this is healthcare, this is patient protected health information. No college degree is needed, just high school diploma, somebody who can type and use a computer, somebody who has general knowledge of like multiple software programs, being able to multitask, use those Microsoft Office, Outlook, and of course somebody who can work their specified schedule of Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're outside of that time zone, you'll convert your hours, and pay for this one is $16.50 an hour. Now, if you're looking to get into the healthcare field, like billing follow-up, things like that, but you don't have any healthcare experience, sometimes that can be a little hard, but maybe Cotiviti is for you because they're not really requiring healthcare experience, just general administrative office type experience. They do have 1,400 reviews on Glassdoor with an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.6 out of 5 stars. They are looking for an audit support for their COB and DM. COB is coordination of benefits, and they are looking to hire remotely within the United States. This means you're going to be working with insurance companies on behalf of Cotiviti. So coordination of benefits generally means when a patient has more than one insurance. Maybe it is a child that's covered under mom's health insurance and also dad covers them, or maybe the child lives with mom full time and mom has like them on Medicaid, but dad has put them on their insurance plan. Which insurance is supposed to be billed first and paid first, and which insurance pays the second, third, types like that. So they are looking for somebody to partner with their COB auditing team to help provide a variety of basically general task-based assignments, administrative type help. So you are going to communicate directly with Medicare and different insurance companies, maybe like United Healthcare, Blue Cross, different doctors and providers, or employer groups, because a lot of people get their insurance through their employer, making sure that you get the member eligibility information that you need that will impact the correct order of the member liability or the correct order in which things need to be billed. So you're going to do some data entry into the system, entering accurate information for the insurance for the member or patient, the group, the claim information using Cotiviti's tools like their recovery management systems, their SharePoint site, their different COB trackers. And while you're handling all of this patient information, it is covered by HIPAA federal laws and regulations, so you are going to make sure that you keep all information confidential. Now, like I said, this is a healthcare position that you can get into without actual healthcare experience. They are looking for somebody who has a high school diploma or GED and 0 to 1 years of experience. And that 0 to 1 years is if you're an internal employee with them looking to move, they require at least 1 year experience. However, if you don't work for them already, which most of us don't, they are just preferring somebody. It's not even required, but they prefer somebody who has experience in administrative or like office type environment. It doesn't have to be in the healthcare field. Somebody who is great working with computers, those Microsoft Office systems, you can kind of navigate around a computer. You have great communication skills, great attention to detail. Now, pay for this one ranges from $17.50 an hour up to $19.60 an hour. All right, we have LexisNexis Risk Solutions hiring. Now, they might not need any introduction. I'm sure most of you have probably heard of them, but they are a company that does advanced reporting, advanced analytics, helps different businesses, big commercial businesses, and government entities make decisions. A lot of the decisions they help them make is like financial decisions. So they provide data on customers and consumers and things like that. They provide credit reporting data on people. They have 2 different positions open right now that are both remote work from home. Now, LexisNexis has 1,500 reviews on Glassdoor, an overall employee satisfaction rating of 4.0 out of 5 stars. The first position they have open is a support specialist for the FCRA, or Federal Credit Reporting Act. Again, this is going to be remote. And they are really looking for somebody to help research completed asset verification requests within their web applications and reach out to financial institutions, double checking the work. You're going to use 10 keys on a daily basis to help update any incorrect information. So this will take place through mainly Outlook emails with the occasional phone calls from clients. They are looking for somebody to work the hours of 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. This position can be remote anywhere in the United States, but you do have to convert your time zone to see if those hours will work for you if you're outside of the Central Time Zone. Now, what you are really going to be doing is contacting these financial institutions to correct or update any previous respondents to requests. You're going to meet your productivity and quality goals, maintaining records of data entry tasks, and conducting quality control reviews. So LexisNexis keeps and reports to different companies credit information on people. And so you have to make sure that the credit information that you have in your database is correct and error-free. You wouldn't want somebody to not get a job because they can't pass the required credit check if there was an error on the information that you provided, and the error in your information was what kept them from getting the job. So you're constantly going to have to reach out to different financial institutions to basically verify the correctness of the data, making sure everything is entered and corrected into the system as needed. You're just assisting in maintaining and updating documentations for procedures and reports. Now, while they would prefer a college degree, it's not required. Only a high school diploma is required. They do prefer somebody who has like 1 year of data entry experience or or 1 year of customer service experience. Because this is a lot of data and typing, you are going to have to be able to type at least 50 words per minute, have those Microsoft Office skills, be able to navigate around a computer and use different software systems, being able to multitask, and being self-motivated and extremely organized. Now, because you are dealing with people's personal information, you are going to have to be able to obtain security clearance as a condition of employment. But LexisNexis is also hiring a regular remote support specialist that is not for their credit reporting. Now, before we move into what this job entails, neither one of these job postings included salary information in their description, but Glassdoor kind of gave an estimate for a support specialist at LexisNexis anywhere from $45,000 a year up to $68,000 a year. But as just a regular customer support specialist, they are looking for somebody to work 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Central Time, and then you might have to occasionally work extra different off shifts when people are on PTO, so they do list the different shifts that they might need coverage for. But this support specialist is really an entry-level role within their team. You're basically going to be supporting those financial institutions that use and correspond with LexisNexis, making sure that they have their asset verification systems and they know how to use them. So you're basically going to be training them on how to use the systems or helping them with any issues that they have. Just maintaining those relationships with the field office agencies that participate in the verification program, training the personnel on all components of the system, how to use, again, those web-based applications, just assisting in evaluating any policies, procedures, or identity efficiencies that come up. You will respond to both phone call and email inquiries. Now, again, this one prefers a college degree but doesn't require one, just a high school diploma, somebody who can type those 50 words per minute, use those Microsoft Office systems, get that security clearance, and have great attention to detail. Now, if you're looking for a job that requires absolutely no experience, H&R Block is hiring. This is going to be a seasonal position because in the United States, as soon as we get through this holiday season, we are going to be upon tax season. So, of course, they are already hiring those seasonal employees for that upcoming tax season. Not only do you not need any tax experience, but you literally need no experience whatsoever for this position. So this one would be great to just get that work from home experience. They have 7,900 reviews on Glassdoor with an overall rating of 3.8 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a customer service specialist. Now, again, this is seasonal just for that tax season, but it is 100% remote work from home. And they are looking for somebody to, of course, communicate with H&R Block clients through phone, email, and chat, requiring assistance on information or the do-it-yourself online soft tax products. So these are not going to be the people that are going into an H&R Block office to have their taxes done. These are going to be the people who are trying to use H&R Block's website or software products that you download to do their own taxes. And so you are just going to be walking them through, helping troubleshoot any tech issues that they're having with the software, telling them how to use the software. You are going to be sharing with them any knowledge-based articles or pointing them in the right direction, telling them how they can find different information on the website. And of course, you'll also help with any potential security issues. These are people's tax forms. They're going to have all of their personal information on it. So you just need to be able to clearly communicate with them on the phone. Now, of course, again, because no experience jobs pay on the lower end, this is only paying $17 an hour. But what they're looking for is a high school diploma or GED, somebody who has general computer navigation knowledge. You can just use a computer. You do have to have a place in your own home that is quiet, that you can take phone calls and not be interrupted. You have to have a plug-in outlet in your home for your laptop and monitors. I think if you have a home, we all have that. So power is needed. An internet connection or Wi-Fi is needed. And you do need to have a smartphone, which I think most people have these days, to be able to install like a RSA token on, as well as a Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is just like a instant messaging chat, so you can keep in contact with your other teammates, your supervisor, I'm not sure how H&R Block does it, but I have worked a customer service work from home job before where I had an instant messaging app like that. So when I was on the phone with someone, if I didn't know how to answer their question, I had direct contact through that instant messaging app to my team lead and supervisor who could kind of like help me behind the scenes. So I'm not sure if that's what they use it for, but that is all that is actually needed. No actual work experience is needed. Now it does say it'd be better or a plus if you have some kind of like customer service or financial background, somebody who has experience in Microsoft Office or just generally troubleshooting computers. But again, none of that is required. We have UPMC, or the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center hiring. They have 5,000 reviews with an overall rating of 3.3 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a data specialist for their imaging department. This is a full-time position. Pay is going to be dependent on things like location and experience. Goes anywhere from $17.88 an hour up to $28.17 an hour. And it does say this is a fully remote position, but they are looking for somebody to help them facilitate their workflows for their radiology department. Now, please note, they are looking for somebody to primarily work evenings and weekends, but you might have to float coverage for daytime or overnight shifts as needed. Now, it does state they do prefer somebody who has some kind of imaging department or radiology background or experience, although it's not required. But it probably will help if you have some kind of background in radiology, as they are looking for somebody to help maintain and update their physician data in their radiology information system for report distribution. This means you're going to maintain those imaging reports by addressing any assessments and recommendations. You're reviewing and running reports to check for exams without dictation and send that information back to the radiologist for review. So when a radiologist does a scan like an MRI, X-ray, things like that, they have to read the scans and put their dictation and medical records into the system. So if you have images of scans in the system with no doctor's notes attached to that, well, that's not good because someone has to review those scans. So you are basically checking and making sure that every scan that comes through the system has doctor's notes attached. You're just acting as the liaison or the go-between between the department and other departments, making sure that the correct patient information is acquired and put into the database. So you're maintaining basically the data essentials for all of these scans, including mammograms. Now, what they're requiring is a high school diploma or GED, and they prefer somebody who has a little bit of college coursework, maybe computer sciences, health administration. If you don't have any college coursework, as long as you have 3 years of related work experience, you do have to at least understand medical terminology and be able to work with different software applications, be like analytical and a problem solver. If you've made it to the end of this video, I owe you a huge thank you so much for watching and supporting me. You can always feel free to leave in the comments anything that you're looking for. I do read those and keep that in mind. Don't forget, if you enjoyed anything that I shared, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, like button. Sharing is always caring, so please share with all your friends and family, and I'll be back really soon with more work from home job leads just for you.